Okay. All right, we're gonna give it a few seconds for everyone to come in, post about it in the Discord. So, watch list live now. Hey everyone, and we'll get cracking. Just one moment. We had a nice push into the close of the New York Stock Exchange session. Get this link real quick. And then, hopefully we'll get a little crowd. Let's in one more place. We should be good. All right. Okay, cool. I have a couple of viewers, so we will get going. As everyone has probably seen, let me get my screen up here. As everyone has probably seen over the last, I don't know, 30 minutes probably, there's just been a nice push in all the markets, which is not a bad thing, right? A lot of us have long positions still. However, I don't think this is something that we should consider, like a little reversal. We've been caught in those before. Let me throw on the hourly chart. We can kind of see. Terrible. So if you're wondering what this purple box is, this is what I had for a supply zone. As you can see, we dipped back below it. It's just where we have in the past we dipped down to at the worst case scenario, and then we would come back up. As you can see, right? If you would have bought any time in this purple box, you could have sold for green at really any time in the next few days or however long this was, right? This is the hourly. So, but this does not look like, see, we did have a good run up in the last 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. However, get rid of this. However, it didn't even make a dent on the hourly chart, right? Like Bitcoin's not looking at anything special. SPY's still under 390. Ethereum still under 2,000. I'm still bearish short term. Personally, I think that this was a little, a trap, a little bit of not manipulation per se, but just something that the big institutional money has put into the market. It's Friday. Everyone's like, they're looking for, we're going to be super bearish next week if we close under 382 or whatever their personal number was, right? Or as I know some members were saying, we're going to be super bullish if we close above 390, right? And so right now, SPY sitting at 389.59. And so in the, Bitcoin kind of, it follows the SPY. And that's unfortunately just where we're at in the terms of the market, right? Just because there's not nearly as much money as there is in crypto as there is in the stock market, which is okay. I think that'll change over time. But so this is the hourly chart. Still just looks like we're trading in this channel right here. Throw a rectangle around it. We're kind of sitting like here, there, and yeah, no, this is kind of where we're hanging out. Hopefully, we can break out of this to the upside, right? We can get some good longs. Honestly, if you were playing this and you noticed this channel, you could have bought anything off this bottom line, and you probably would have made some decent gains. We can test this theory next week and see if this holds up. However, so we could probably extend that to there. This is just kind of the channel we're trading in. We did break out of it once, immediately sent back down. So if you want to tighten it up a little bit, it's not what I wanted. You go right here, even. this is where we have most of our congestion. We did dip down below it a little bit, but we came back up. So if you're in Titan, we have been playing both sides. Lots of shorts recently. Our YouTube was banned during the whole Luna situation, which is very unfortunate. However, if you were in Titan, you saw that we had 16,000% gainers, I think, in total. Amajama, she made, I might be getting the number wrong, but 180,000% in cumulative percentage. It doesn't mean her account is up 180,000%. That means maybe she had a 20,000%er, and then another 30,000, then a 20,000. Add those up, you get 180,000%. Same thing with the LT. She's killing it over there. If you have not joined Titan, she does interactive trading, where she walks through every single step of the way, and people trade live with her. It's super awesome. You guys should come check it out. But yeah, this is what I have for Bitcoin at the moment. We're just kind of trading this channel. I personally am bearish still over time. I think we could come down and test 24K-ish, roughly. That's a rough number. We'll have to kind of see what this next week brings. And then, yeah, I mean, at that point, I think this next week will be pivotal, mostly because the SPY did have a good close in these last 30 minutes and did end up technically green for the day, 0.03% positive from the close of yesterday till the close of today. So it's still not above 390 last I looked, but yeah. So that's what we're rocking with. Here's a 4 hour. If we want to do some quick 5-minute stuff, we can kind of see what's going on here. Still, this trend, it qualifies for almost everything that we do. So if you'd like to, I guess, kind of base some of your technical analysis off it, you're more than welcome to. I will be looking for a move and push up into what I had previously drawn as the supply zone. I think we might touch it and come back down and then retest. That's where I think we'll retest 25, 26, maybe even as low as 24K. I don't think we'll go much lower than that unless, something crazy happened in the stock market, right? I know there's this new, development per se of monkeypox. And we'll see what that entails. There have been some vaccine companies that deal with smallpox that have been running recently in the stock market. One that I've noticed in particular is Bavarian Nordic, I believe is their name, and they were up 30% yesterday. I think they closed today at 20% positive, or roughly those numbers, which is just crazy, right? It means there's real money flowing into those companies at the moment, and it does make you a little bit wary about what is going to happen in the near future with monkeypox. And I was talking to one of our options analysts, James Legend, who over at Pennybois, who he said that there were some developments about monkeypox about a year ago, but nothing really came up of it because COVID was still the big deal at the moment. And he thinks that now that COVID is starting to kind of go away, that we will begin to see maybe a little bit more fear from monkeypox as news and whatnot starts to kind of ramp up around monkeypox rather than COVID, and it's just something new to talk about. So we'll see how it goes. However, this is what I have for the Bitcoin chart at the moment. We are curling up on the near term. I would not be surprised if we got rejected here. I'll zoom in a little bit so it's easier on you guys' eyes. But, we have some congestion right here. This is probably a decent volume shelf, a good buy sell shelf. So we might get rejected back down and maybe test the bottom of this rectangle again. Let's actually extend that. So this is my range right now at the moment. It's about 30.5K to 28.8K. We'll begin to see some movement in here. I think this next week. I don't think this weekend is going to have a whole lot of volume. Weekends are usually much lower volume, but I think this weekend especially will be a lot lower, just because of the fear in the market at the moment, and just from what we've seen recently has been some lower markets or some lower volume in the market. But But if there are no questions I'm seeing right now, um, I am, if you'd like to know what I'm bullish on over this next summer, I'm bullish on L1s, layer ones. However, I'm not bullish on them long term. I'm only bullish on them because I do believe that the Ethereum 2.0, the Ethereum merge, and anything surrounding that is going to be postponed. I saw something the other day about they were shooting for August for one of their next updates. I think in typical Ethereum fashion, that is going to become postponed again. And Ethereum is going to dump a little bit more, and some of the L1s are gonna pop. However, I have still not entered into any long positions. I would like to add to my XRP holdings. That's at, I believe last time I looked, it was at 41 cents. It might be a little higher now after this little push we just had, but yeah, it's I love XRP and it's at a great price. This thing could definitely run to $3 plus, as we've seen before, especially once the court case and the exchange is relisted and the court case ends, and all that jazz that's going on with it. So XRP is one that I'll probably be adding to next. I did lie a little second ago. I have added to my positions, and it has been IOTA. I've added to my IOTA bag, and that's one I love. I believe I have an average price of about 71 cents at the moment, which I'm very happy with. I think this is going to be one that's going to be a top 10 coin at some point in the future. If you haven't done your research on IOTA, it's IOTA. They're completely feeless. They've got tons of room for potential, and they don't even have their smart contracts out. And that's coming soon. I work with the IOTA Foundation on some projects, and it's I think smart contracts are coming soon. So that's an exciting coin for me, and I'm looking forward to its come up in the next probably few months or maybe a few years. IOTA is also very famous for promising that something new is going to be coming out for their coin, for their project, right, for their platform, and then they never give you a timeline, and then it comes out a year later or something. Everyone's kind of forgot about it, but they do run on hype occasionally. So they're also famously known for pumping on short squeezes, but other than that, I don't have a whole lot more. I personally, usually I have a prediction. I am bearish in the short term. I want to lean towards bearishness on this next week, but because of that strong close into the end of the American trading session, I am not totally positive on what this next week is going to come. I'm leaning bearish, but that is mostly just because I think this might be a trap. However, anything can happen. I'm still not comfortable getting into long positions. I'm also not comfortable getting into any long short positions, some swings. But I would say I'm leaning bearish. I have no plays for over the weekend just because of the volume. Volume is going to be low, and a lot of crazy and very unfortunate things happen on low volume. It's more of, in my opinion, just riskier, and I don't like to expose myself to risky trades whenever we can just wait a few days and have some safer trades. But with that, I do not have anything else, and hope you guys have a great weekend, and hope we make some bread. Bye, guys.